show that talks about Tulsa, people making a difference in the Tulsa community, special guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to covering important issues within the community no one else is talking about, the hot topics and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Miss Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, or on www.KBOB899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper, Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, October 22nd, 2025. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show. You guys better call your mom and them and tell them you can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, we're going to talk about surviving the SNAP benefits cuts due to the government shutdown. We're going to give you 3 things that you should know.
Yep, that's going to get deep. Also, Reggie Ivy and Mr. Adrian Bradley will be live in the building. Northside Neighbors is one of them that's going to be in here. We're going to give you some of their upcoming events.
And, of course, our Hump Day Hot Topics, which are Mayor Nichols is keeping true to his promise of ending homelessness by 2030. Find out how. And some Alabama triplets are making history. We're going to find out how as well. Birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network, powered by World One Development. Put on your seatbelt. We got a hot one. We'll be right back, y'all. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry. Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events, from weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
KBOB 89.9 FM World One Development News You Can Use.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, 1, so we can support, and 2, so we can be informed.
What's going on, family? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes Fitting Back In, Edgeworth Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and NYCU.FM. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with the emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profit, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited now. I'm so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I'm also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I'm also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Damali, it's hump day. What's going on?
It is hump day. Thank God.
Yeah. Finally, we here, and it must be fall season.
Yep.
Because the weather or that temperature is falling just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But, it starts out cool.
Right.
Right. So like I put on my fly jacket.
There you go.
And then now by the time it's time for the show, I'm like, I might need to take my jacket off.
Kind of on the borderline a little bit.
Yeah, kind of on the border.
This is the time of year you got to realize whether you're warm natured or cold natured. Which one?
I'm absolutely cold natured.
Get cold quicker.
Yeah.
See, I'm warm, so I'm still in t-shirts for a while. So if you're cold natured, don't look at me. When you're putting your dress code together,
you are not the example of what
because I'm good with a t-shirt to about 45 degrees,
exactly.
And most people freezing by 60.
Yeah.
So don't pay me no attention.
I don't.
Girl, what you do this weekend? How was your weekend?
So guys, we had a busy weekend. I'm sad to say I was not in town, so I did not get to give you guys the report on what my granddaughters did for football, and about cheer. So we'll work on that for next weekend, okay? But we were able to travel to Memphis, Tennessee to the 30th annual Stone Awards.
Yes.
Uncle Bobby, as you guys know, Uncle Bobby, Charles, and I received an award, but we had Tilla and our producer roll with us down there, Steven. So we had a great time. We want to send out many thanks to Stanley Campbell, House of Mentenzi, My 9 Mustard Seed Foundation, and the entire Stone Award committee. We also participated in a reenactment of the sanitation workers' strike.
Right.
And some of the original foot soldiers were there from Bloody Sunday from Selma, Alabama. So it was a great time. Right. We really had a great time. So I actually brought a copy of our award. Charles is going to hold it. So for those of you who are online, you'll be able to see that's my award. But Charles and Uncle Bobby got one just like that. We also got this awesome proclamation from the state of Tennessee that Charles is going to show you guys for those who are online.
Man, I feel like the male version of Vanna White up in this bad boy.
I know, right?
You can win on Wheel of Fortune. No, that is the proclamation. Right. It's awesome too. With the seal on it.
With the seal, the official state seal.
With the seal on it.
One of the great things about this proclamation, I'll just read just this one paragraph here. It says here about Charles, Uncle Bobby, and I, it says, whereas the following honorees from Oklahoma will be recognized. Queen Damali Wilson.
See, that's the only reason why you want to be. See, that's that Booker T. Hornet coming out. See, y'all just had homecoming and y'all all still fired up with them stingers. But go ahead. They said it now. They said it.
Tulsa Black Wall Street native, descendant, and philanthropist. Bobby Eaton Jr., Tulsa Black Wall Street native, descendant, and philanthropist. And Charles Harper, Tulsa Black Wall Street native, descendant, and philanthropist. And it goes on to talk about all of the things that we're doing. So, huge shout out to them. We also got a medal from them. I'm telling they gave us some stuff up there, y'all.
Honored and recognized on this one. It was a big time.
We actually met when we went to Selma, Alabama. We met Councilman Michael Johnson
back doing 4th of July weekend.
And so he actually presented us with a couple of pins that we got. One with the Edmund Pettus Bridge on it. Which was pretty cool, and we thought that was pretty nice. Yeah, and then he also gave us another one that's this is from their 50th anniversary of the Bloody Sunday.
This is huge. I'm so happy to have you. Don't even
know, right?
When he presented us with this, I was thinking, man, another thing. God bless America. I clean my fingernails. I'm all up in that camera like that. Everybody.
You stupid.
You never know who working on the motor. Done had a flat tire. Need to put some air in your tire. Something like, man, he need to get you a pedicure, something around a Medicare. But anyway, I'm still trying to, and I probably will not get over that trip to Memphis. Mm-hmm. You're talking about some hospitality.
Yes.
You're talking about some good food to just feel so welcome.
Yes.
And I say my greatest takeaway, even though it's a lot of great takeaways. But when you said, I'm Damali Wilson, I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street, and the standing ovation that came after that.
That was crazy.
Boy, if you from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Black Wall Street, look, you don't have to be in these positions doing what we're doing. All you got to do is show up in somebody else's city and just say you from Greenwood. And right there, they want to sit and talk. So just look, we have our struggles. Everybody do. But just know people are watching us. They following us. They look at us as the blueprint. So hold your head up high. Keep your chest out, not all the way out. Like Kevin Hart say it with your chest. Don't say it with your chest. That's too aggressive. But let people know you from Tulsa, you from home of Black Wall Street, and carry that with pride.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the north side.
Because people are proud of us and the work that they see us doing. So anyway, it was a great time. And we're very thankful and humbled by the entire experience.
Right.
But then something happened here in town that we missed.
Oh, we got the reveal.
So we were getting calls from all over the place because King George.
See there you're gonna go tell. Don't tell on us.
In Black Wall Street.
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he?
He pulled up along with Fat Daddy and they showed out. But what I heard.
What you heard?
Lil Birdie dropped it on me. What I heard was our very own comedian, rapper, singer, line dance extraordinaire, Mr. J Friday.
He said
I heard he killed it.
They said he did an amazing job.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I just want to apologize to all because they really thought we was going to be at the concert. Now, so my bad, because all month I've been saying, pull up on me.
Yeah.
Don't beat me there. Meet me there. I've been doing all that, and everybody got your call me. And I said,
What happened was,
look, I sent my daughter, shout out to Gloria.
Yes.
She's always a secret listener. I love her. She down in Oklahoma City. So she had a hat on. I said, go down there and be a distraction to the people because your daddy won't be there.
She was cute too.
But here's the ticket. What I've learned to understand about leadership, you don't have to always be at everything.
Right.
To have a good time.
Right.
You know what? Because sometimes when you run an organization, people feel like if you're not there, then it can't go on. So I'm just going to say for your leaders out there, you got to find a way to empower the other people.
Right.
You know, because sometimes you got to go visit family. Sometimes you got to go to the dentist or the doctor or somewhere. And the show should still go on.
Absolutely.
You know, so Tulsa showed up in flying over 2,000 people, sold out crowd. They had a good time. So
I saw the videos. I'm telling y'all, I was salty dancing because y'all was jamming.
I was on the live videos. I was in Memphis. They're like, why is he dancing so hard? I'm like, well, I'm in Memphis, but I am still in Tulsa because we having a good time. So shout out to them.
So shout out to everybody that showed up to that concert. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. If you did not know, we did most of the promotions for that event along with Jay Friday. So we are elated at the turnout that took place. You know, so thank you, Tulsa, for showing up.
And thank you, NYC.FM team, because we put a lot on them. Super shout out to April, because we called April about 200 times. Was
sick of us.
And I owe her some of her short hair. She probably like, boy, I got some gray hair messing with you and Damali, trying to get tickets and do all that stuff. Because you haven't had to mess with nobody, so you have to deal with a promoter.
Boy.
And if you out there, you know what I'm talking about. When you put on something, you're dealing with the promoter and all the moving parts to an event, it can be a lot. Yeah. But Tulsa still, we showed up, we showed out, had a good time.
Yes. So, all right. Y'all ready for the Black History Trivia question?
I am. Get your thinking cap on. There's a lot of people on the live. So I'm going to give you some shout outs in a minute. I know why y'all here. So we got two special guests. I see what's going on. Y'all don't show us this much love, but they live, Damali. They in here. I'm going to give some shout outs. Let's get this information first.
Okay. Black History Trivia. What state just made history with 2 African-American women leading its largest school districts? Was it A, Georgia, B, South Carolina, C, Oklahoma, or D, Tennessee?
You always got some kind of trick going on. I feel trickery in my spirit. It might not be. I just feel it because there's always something.
Do not do me.
Anyway, on the live, y'all come on in here. Read it one more time, Damali, and I will have my answer when you stop reading.
Okay. Black History Trivia. What state just made history with 2 African-American women leading its largest school districts? Is it A, Georgia, B, South Carolina, C, Oklahoma, or D, Tennessee?
My goodness. Nobody on the live said nothing. You see how your people are?
Oh, and shout out to AJ too. AJ came up from Arkansas and he came up and helped and worked out at the concert. Thank you so much, AJ. We appreciate you.
Since you didn't put Arkansas on there, I'm going with Oklahoma. How about that? Since you didn't put Arkansas on there, because you know me, but they say when you don't know.
Okay, so
just in case you want to know how to charge the Rob at his answer. Damali, if you on the ACT and you get stuck and you just don't know the answer, which one do you pick?
C.
So my answer is what?
C.
That's what I'm gonna go with, y'all. We're gonna take a real quick break. We got 2 special guests live in studio, and I am so excited about what they have going on. I'm also excited for you just to meet them. We got so many new people on, but we're gonna take a quick break. Keep having your answers coming in. When we come back, we got our special guests that are live in studio.
AJ.
KBOB, 89.9 FM News. You, Charles and Damali, coming up next. Special guests and a bunch of events, y'all.
KBOB 89.9 FM, Tulsa. And now streaming 24/7 live from the Eden Media Studio. 24/7 live at KBOB899.com. Oh, yes, it's bingo night. Bingo! And the money right. Bingo. It's bingo night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Every first and third Tuesday, starting February 4th, it's bingo night at 36th Street North Event Center. Bingo night. Bingo nights at 36th Street North Event Center. Every first and third Tuesday, with lots of cash and prizes to be given away. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and sessions start at 7 and 8 p.m. Game packs starting at only $25. And you could win big. 36th Street North Event Center, 1125 East 36th Street North. Bingo nights. So grab your auntie and uncles and enjoy bingo nights at the 36th Street North Event Center. Concessions and refreshments will be available. And bingo nights at 36th Street North can be enjoyed in a smoke-free environment. Bingo night every first and third Tuesday starting February 4th at 36th Street North Event Center. For more information, call 918-200-9046. Bingo Nights is presented by the 36th Street North Event Center and NYCU.FM. Cash and prizes are based on minimum attendance requirements.
This is KBOB 89.9 FM World One Development News You Can Use. Charles and Damali, and we are back.
We are back. And so you guys, our mantra here at News You Can Use is that there are many great things happening in North Tulsa.
Right.
You just got to tap in.
Right.
So today we have some great things that are going to be happening, that are going to be coming up, that you guys need to know about. So I think this is one of those times when, like Charles always says, get your pen and pad out.
Get your pen and pad out. If you don't feel like doing that, just click that share button right there. I already seen many shares, and there's a lot of secret listeners in.
Yeah.
But hey, you want to get this information.
Absolutely. So we have two special guests in studio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let them introduce themselves. They're going to tell you a little bit about who they are, what they do, and where they come from. What high school they went to, whatever. Yeah, just a little something. Just a little something. So we're going to start off with Mr. Reggie. Reggie, how are you?
I am doing very well.
Yes.
Yeah, how you been since we seen you? We haven't seen you in a little bit. You've been moving around.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Northside Neighbors is keeping me extremely busy.
Right.
That's great, though.
It's great.
Yeah.
It is great.
We're excited.
I couldn't wait to get you in here because I had to figure out, were you keeping them busy or are they getting you busy? Because we know you're Reggie. You're professional. You keep a strategy. So I didn't know, because I seen people running, their tongue was hanging a little bit. They're like, it's the Reggie effect. I'm like, okay, we're going to have them in studio. I'm going to ask them about it. But you claim they're keeping you busy. So we got another special guest live in studio. We want to make sure he get in. Mm-hmm. We also have Mr.
Adrian Bradley.
Yes.
I'm from the home to Pride of the Great Southwest.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
Tulsa Rays, senior project manager for urban strategies.
Yes.
And just happy to be here.
Yes.
Well, we're happy to have you here. We're happy to have you here.
And so neither one of you are no strangers to us. So to us, y'all like family, but to some people who are new listening to our show, which I don't know who those people are, but now you guys know that who these gentlemen are and what they do right here in community. So Reggie, we're going to kick off with you first. You guys are having, first of all, let's tell people what Northside Neighbors is and what Northside Neighbors does.
Absolutely. Northside Neighbors is resident center, and so we're targeting Hawthorne and Whitman neighborhoods.
Yes.
So our focus is making sure that we bring more mixed income, diverse housing to that 36th Street corridor.
Yes.
Right.
There's some new development already happening there, but it's about a fourth of what we need. So we know we need more.
Yes.
Then secondly, we're focused on bringing economic development to that area. So we want more retail outlets. We want everything that a thriving community needs in that neighborhood.
Exactly.
So we need banking institutions or credit unions. We need grocery stores. We need clothing stores. We need shoe stores. We need places for young people to come and congregate.
Yes.
We need coffee shops and restaurants. We want to bring all of that back to that area, because when I was growing up in North Tulsa, many of those amenities were there.
Absolutely.
So how do we bring that back
and
make sure that the residents that have traditionally lived there benefit from that? And then thirdly, we're focused on community well-being. So we want to make sure that there's a sense of community belonging, where residents come together and they can engage with one another. We want to improve health outcomes, including mental health.
Right.
And then lastly, we want to improve education outcomes. So we want to start with early learning all the way through high school.
Yes.
So we want to improve the feeder pattern into McLean, but we want to make sure that young people, when they graduate, that they're ready to go to college, go to the military, go to trade school, or go into a career.
Whatever they choose
to do. We're doing all of those 4 pillars in those 2 neighborhoods, and we want to bring transformational change to that area.
So this is the deal. For people who don't know, Reggie, how long were you at the health department?
29 long years.
29 years.
Yes.
Right.
And he was supposed to be retiring.
Yeah.
But what had happened was
part two to the story.
I retired on January 20th of this year.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Next day. Thank you. I started with Northside Neighbors as its executive director.
Yes.
And so I felt like I didn't have time to take a break. It's an emergency in our community that we really bring transformational change. And so that's what I want to do, working with community partners like Urban Strategies Group, and really working with residents, making sure that residents know what's happening before, they see development happening in their community, and that we're also an information resource. So they can come to Northside Neighbors. If they are not aware of something that's going on, we will know so we can share that information with them.
Damali, and I'll add this, and I'll tell you this, Reggie, the impact is felt. I mean, y'all came in and hit. It's like a breath of fresh air. Yeah. From the time y'all hit the stage, we're back in August, you had that event, you kind of laid everything out for people. It's been back to back since then, and you can feel it. The energy is there. People starting to move around a little bit. Damali, the buzz is going on. So I'm just going to say hat off to you and your team. And plus, you got an office, right there in the area too. So a lot of times to make the right kind of impact, you got to be there.
Yeah.
That's right.
To see somebody like Reggie understands that, like, come see me. You're welcome to also come see me. You know what I mean? So I think that's good. If they don't know about Urban Strategies, Mr. Adrian, tell them a little bit about that.
Sure. Urban Strategies is a national nonprofit, and really at the center of our work are the residents. We partner with local organizations like our family, as you call it, Northside Neighbors, and we're really trying to help these families become stable and thriving.
Yes.
But it all starts with the community. The things that we do are community focused, and it is to really set them off on a successful path.
Right. So I must say this, that a lot of times, so let me ask you this, Adrian, you went to, what school did you go to?
Went to Booker T. Washington High School.
Okay. What's element or middle school did you go to?
Went to Madison Middle School. So I was kind of northwest, but ECDC bunch. So
come on, ECDC bunch.
Yes. So grandmother lives on 36 in Lewis.
Yes.
Born and raised in this community. I used to ride my bike through this community.
Yeah.
Some of my best friends lived in this community. Mother, single parent, lived in Comanche Park. We lived in Morning Star.
See?
So I'm not new to it. I'm true to it.
Come on now. Okay, so Reggie, so what elementary school?
I went to Robert Frost Elementary School.
Okay, in middle school,
then Carver, and then Booker T.
Of course. Okay, and so this is what so I only bring that to fruition to say, or bring that up to say that these are folks that are homegrown.
There you go.
We are from here. We work, everybody knows that I went to Frederick Douglass Elementary, Lila D. Lindsay, Carver, and then Booker T.
Right.
Homegrown.
Yes.
And so we have a pulse. We've been here. We've, never did it. We went to college and did all those things. But what we decided was home was more important.
Right.
Let me add something. Okay, I'm from Burren, Arkansas. I went to Burren Elementary School. I went to Burren Middle School, and I went to Burren High School and graduated from Langston University. Shout out to the HBC. I just felt left out. I felt like it was a Hornet Booker T. Washington takeover.
I would say that this community is very welcoming as well.
Exactly.
But,
yes.
But you don't get the medal and the plaque.
Man.
But still, your name is on the registry.
Yes.
It's still on the registry. Let me tell y'all something. We got about 3,000 people on the live. My cousin, Miss Perla May knew. She was actually the counselor at my high school when I went to one. Tried to keep me in line a little bit. I'm trying to represent.
I see Chuck Jones is on too.
Chuck Jones, what's going on over there at Tulsa Tech? We taking care of Stephen Keys over here. He got a whole new dude. We'll talk about that later. But I'm gonna say y'all not in studio. But let me tell you this: when they speak about North Tulsa, when they speak about what they do, I mean, there's an energy to them. You can feel the passion, like in the room.
Yes.
So it's real, it's authentic. So if you're not here, you can't feel that, but I'm letting you know it's the real deal. So Damali, that was a great point. When you're homegrown, and here's another thing. You and Reggie, I mean, y'all are excelling, exceeding their life, doing great things, but y'all talk about how it was growing up.
Yeah.
You're talking about what you had. So those things must have equipped all of you to do what you're doing now. Nowadays, kids is all about video games. Right. You're not really engaged. Like how y'all friendships are. Like you're like, go my classmate, boy, y'all be giving out the shout outs. A lot of times you don't get that. Now kids all get together, everybody on their phone, nobody speaking, nobody talking, but y'all are doing things that bring people back together and make people talk and make things happen.
Yeah. Right. So with that mission in mind, there is something happening that's coming up that you guys are partnering on. And actually, technically, it's a collaboration between all of us because, let's just talk about that for a little bit.
Well, we're talking about the North Tulsa Job Fair coming up on next Tuesday, October 28th at the 36th Street North.
Partnership. Center,
from 11 to 2 o'clock.
Right.
So if you are looking for a job, we encourage you to come out. Adrian, of course, he'll talk about the vendors and some of the resources that will be there.
Right.
But we hosted this event on June 24th for the first time.
Right.
And we had hoped, maybe 75, 100 people come out. There were over 220 people that came out.
There you go.
And the doors opened at 10, but by 9 o'clock, the line was already out the door. We had to open up early to let people in because it was so hot.
Right.
So we're so excited to bring this back to the community and to partner with Urban Strategies. And also both Charles and Damali, I mean, you all are wonderful partners. And so whenever we're looking for a venue on 36th Street, I'm calling you.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. But I'll let Adrian talk about the vendors and all of that.
Yeah. So again, it kicks off 11 to 2. Be there. We're bringing this to the community. It's just by the community, right?
Yes.
And so first and foremost, and so top employers will be there. They'll be doing on the spot interviews. This is for job seekers, and then we also have community resources.
Yes.
So we have the 2-in-1. So not only are you coming looking for a job, but if there's other things that you may need help with, we have all of this under one roof. And really, we just want to be a part of your journey. We're family. If the community is good, we're good, right?
Exactly.
So it's not about one person being good. We want the whole community to be good. And that's really the secret sauce for the work that Reggie is doing, the work that we're doing at Urban Strategies, and then the work that you guys are doing. Like, we can't do it alone. We have to do it together. So this is really the byproduct of partnership.
Right. So I'm going to drop this really quick. Just, I don't know if anyone has reached out to you. So if they haven't, then this is your invitation. Yeah. So you know that we are doing the Expungement Expo November 1st. Yes. So you guys definitely need to be in the place so that we can be able to offer some of these resources, additional resources, to community, because, people are going to be showing up to try to get I think the misperception is that people in North Tulsa don't want to be better or don't want to live better.
Right.
That is not the case.
No.
And it's like, to your point, Reggie, when you talk about the number of folks that showed up to that first job fair, right? We had similar experience when we did the very first Expungement Expo.
Right.
We're thinking a couple hundred people going to show up. How about 2,000 people showed up?
Right.
How about the fire department had to come over and do traffic control because there were so many people the entire time? Yeah. So people want a better quality of life, but sometimes they just don't know where to go. So kudos to you guys for, partnering and, working with the community to make sure that we are providing these resources, because a lot of times people just don't know what they don't know.
Yeah. And another thing is trust. And I'll say, when we did the first expungement, we turned our event center into a courthouse. Imagine that. So we had to municipal court there. They was dealing with fines and fees, and we had to tell people nobody's getting arrested. Now we said, don't be hiding no dead bodies and coming to the expungement, because it's not that. But stuff that just kind of happened in life when you're trying to take care of your kids. You was in college, you had a little too much to drink back in the day, those kind of things. But I think what I love most about that is they had to set over 300 court dates, because it was so many fines and fees, and and people looking for you. So they set them, and then after the thing, the people at the court's like, man, people never show up. So we hope half of them show up. When we did the next Expungement Expo, they came in like, man, all 330, 100% showed up. So I love that. And my perspective and my lens I get to look through is, I moved to Tulsa in 2000. I'm that type who came here to go to college, graduated, picked Tulsa over Atlanta and Dallas. But as soon as I got here, I moved off 71st and Mingo. And the first thing people I hang out with that look like us would say, man, don't go north. Don't go over there. You're going to get killed. You're going to get shot. You're going to get this. And I'm like, man, don't go where? Why can't, and you just, and it's over. And then you look at the news. So at nighttime, when I'm at home with my kids, look at the news and all this show. If it's something north, they showing this, that kind of thing. And my thought is, that's what I love about what we're doing here. is we dispelling that myth, because we looked into it, did the research, we realized North Tulsa was the safest side of the city for the last 7 years to live on. So what I'm saying is y'all have to get involved and engage, and don't just listen to what you see. Sometimes you can't trust what the newspaper is saying. You can't trust what's being said. Now, shout out to the news. Now, don't y'all come calling us. But we want to get you the news that you can use, which is things that we are doing today. I'm going to go to the live, Damali. Okay. Because people be like, Charles, you didn't give us no shout outs today. So Narissa.
Hey, Narissa.
She said good afternoon. Your mom, my mom is on. Hey, we got somebody from way over in Puerto Rico. Welcome to the show.
Come on, Puerto Rico.
Mr. AJ Johnson, Jacksonville, Arkansas, with the Afro. Mr. Energizer in the building. Like I say, Pearlie Newton. Hey, Pearlie. Tuning in from here in Arkansas. We also have live in the building Jalen Thompson, a young developer, that's out there. He said, what's going on, y'all? We got Chuck Jones, Tulsa Tech. We already said that. And then we got so many secret listeners. Chantel.
Hey, Chantel.
What's up, Chantel? Teresa is on.
Hey, sister.
And many, many more. I'm going to come back to the live, y'all, but we got so much information we got to cover. I want to make sure we get back to that. But if y'all have a question on the live, let us know. Hold on. Chantel said, higher cost staff and agency may want to participate in the event. How can we get the list to be added as a vendor? Is it too late?
It's not too late. And so what you'll do, the easiest way, instead of giving you a long, drawn out web address, is to go to Eventbrite and type in the search North Tulsa Job Fair. Oh, that'll take you right to us. And so we look forward to seeing you there.
Right. Yes. Dr. Mario Choice just tuned in on live from Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome to the show. I'm going to ask y'all this because I just got to know. Reggie, Adrian, Damali, what makes y'all do this work? You know, y'all been shouted out Booker T and a lot of that, but y'all could be anywhere in the world doing a lot, because I know y'all got a set of skills that can translate anywhere. But what makes you say, you know what, I'm going to be here and I'm going to do this, like personally?
You know, Tulsa is in my heart. Everywhere I go, I bleed Tulsa. I talk Tulsa. Without Tulsa, I wouldn't be here. And so when I see these kids, I see this community, I see the opportunity for them to have what we didn't have, right? And so if you know them better, you do better. That's right. And that's really, we're making sure that they don't have the same experiences that we had growing up, and that they have all the resources to be successful, to do whatever they want to, and to get out there and to explore and to dream big. In North Tulsa, you got the next Black mayor. Yes. Right? In North Tulsa, you got the next, professional athlete. In North Tulsa, you got the next engineer, the next business owner, the next millionaire. Like, we have a rich history there. We have a rich community that is full of possibility. I just want to be a part of it and supporting that.
Man, that's huge. I love that.
Yeah. I know for me, this is not just a job. This is a calling for my life. Yes. I think everything that I have gone through as far as my career has prepared me for this moment. Yes. And I didn't know that 10 years ago. But as I'm stepping into this role, I realized that it's a connection, and it wasn't just I applied for a job and I got it and accepted it and I started doing the work. I just think all of everything I've experienced has brought me to this moment to really impact the community that raised me. Yes. And so the things that I grew up with, as far as feeling like community belonging, as far as the schools where, you had these teachers that were truly invested in you. That's right. You had a lot of the resources that you needed right in your community, right up the street from your house. We had community centers. I learned to swim, at a community center and all of that. And over the years, I've seen an erosion of those things. Exactly. Right. And so now I'm in an opportunity, and I have an opportunity to work with community partners, work with my team to bring these resources back. And so I know that if it has been here before, it can be here now. And so I think this is the right time for this. And so again, I'm doing this work because I feel like I was called by a higher power than myself to be in this role to do this work.
Yeah. Preach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, let the lady say something. Damali, what when the lights go off, because you keep the light on you, when the light go off, and it's just you sitting within yourself, what do you think, man? This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, y'all.
It's a bigger calling, than myself. I agree with Reggie. I think that, I have grandkids now. And I remember what it was like. I was around on the tail end of Greenwood. My grandmother actually lived on Greenwood, right across the street from where Langston is right now. So I remember the railroad tracks going up the middle of Greenwood. I remember the mom and pop store next door. I remember the church that was next door on the opposite side. I remember my cousins and us, hanging out on the porch and sleeping on the porch at grandma's house. I remember those things. And so it was a sense of community. Yes. It was a sense of belonging. It was a sense of everybody knew who everybody was. You ain't getting away with nothing. Because Miss Jenkins gonna get you. If your grandma ain't around, she gonna tell. So she gonna get you and she gonna tell. Right. But as you get older, you appreciate that. Right. Back then you was like, man, she nosy. She all up in the business. But as you get older and you have your own children, then you realize that was priceless. That's right. So it's that sense of community. It's that sense of creating, following that blueprint that was already laid out for us in the spirit of Greenwood, right? Following that blueprint and creating that for our grandkids, for that next generation, because like you said, everything that we need, we got right here in community. We just ain't tapped into it yet. Right. These children have not tapped into that inner being to know that they have that within them. And I think that to be able to see people that look like them, that went to the schools that they're going to, that are actually doing the things that they maybe imagine, but they're like, I'm not really sure if I can, we're examples to them. That's right. So that's why I do it, is because, I want to always for someone to look at me and say, man, if she can do it, I'm sure I can do it. And I can probably do it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So just to be able to give them that hope.
Yeah. Right. And I'm just happy to see a lot of great things happening. My story is not you guys' story, of course, but I was going to World One right on the corner of 36 and Peoria. And my story is a little different. I was getting ready to move to Miami. I'm in business, having a good time, putting my little coins together, trying to convince my family to move to Miami. And then Bishop Melvin Cooper called me in his office, and he said, man, the Lord said you need to help me do this work, man. I want to do EduRec. I want to do an event center. And the whole time on the inside, I know I was looking at him, but on the inside I was doing it.
I'm on the beach, baby.
You got to think about it. Everybody knew about Miami, and I was already there, and I was like 37 or something like that. Because our lives even though y'all are successful, it's been hurdles. It's been adversity.
For sure.
It's been something to get here. We're not talking about that today, but I know it's been those things, right? But then when Bishop told me that, I was like, man, Bishop, okay, I'm listening, but man, you're saying a lot. But then he told me, he said, man, I grew up sometime in Comanche, across the street from the church. And he said, Charles, I know you don't know, but he talked like what y'all talked about. We had rugs and furniture and no tassel. He's naming all this stuff. Yeah. And he said that him and his girlfriend, back in the day, he was like 10 and she was like 11 at Comanche, and that was the event center was a grocery store. And so they was holding hands and they was getting ready to run across the street, and right when they took off, a car hit them, boom, and knocked both of them like up 30 feet, 40 feet, and she died on impact. He crashed down and shattered his leg. So when you see him walking, he's not a pimp. That's a limp because of the accident, that he got. He was in the hospital for a couple months, and he, like y'all say, he said, man, I want to do something because it's so dark out here. You know what I mean? That we need to have more lights and different things like that. And some of the same things y'all say. He said his heart is always North Tulsa. And I'm just saying that to say it's a lot of leaders just like y'all. And I'm excited that now it's a breath of fresh air. You can see the activity and stuff going on. So I just want to give y'all kudos for that. But back to the events that's coming up, because we got a lot of people on the live. So if people not only want to come to the event, but they just want to support the work that y'all are doing, where are y'all located? What's the website? What's the social media and those things?
Well, I'll start. Northside Neighbors is on 36th Street North. So our address, is 930 East 36th Street North. 930 East 36th Street North. We're in a white one-story building with large frame black windows. And so not only do we have office space there, we have community space. And so we wanted to make sure that residents could come into our space and we would be ready to receive them. And so that was really extremely important. We are leasing the space. It's a 5-year lease from a black owner of that building. It used to be an auto repair shop, but we leased from a black owner intentionally because we want to make sure we're supporting black entrepreneurs who are in that area, and then we want to bring black entrepreneurs to that area. But if you want to just contact me, you can call me at 918-693-7466. Now, our website and our social media is not up yet. It will be up by the end of this year. So Northside Neighbors is only 10 months old. So we are working on our branding and all of that. But again, our social media and our website will be up by the end of this year.
Great.
Yeah, for urban strategies, we are in a temporary location, but in phase 2. So this is there's 8 years in this project. And so phase 1 just opened. And so in phase 2, we'll have a permanent office space there. But in the interim, you can go to our website, usi/inc.org, and you can follow all of the amazing work that we're doing. And just look out for all the different events. We're partnering, with organizations. The key to what we're doing is really closing that opportunity gap, right?
Right.
And so we understand, like, a lot of times access, transportation, all those barriers, we're trying to remove those barriers. And how we do that is partnering with like-minded organizations in the community. So if you don't see us online, you see us on the ground.
Yes.
So boots on the ground, as they would say.
Yes.
Boots on the ground. Hey, don't you start. You can't just say boots on the ground on the radio station. Can you start? No, I'm just, man, you good. Hey, Howard Jones, he checking in from Tennessee.
Hey.
He said, what's going on, y'all? Pearlie Newton said, great information, great guest. She said she don't want y'all to leave. Very informative, and all that good stuff. Go ahead, Damali. My bad.
So before we go, you have a couple of other events that are going to be happening. So I want you to talk about those too, because those are important. Job fair is very important because we want people working, because that's going to generate more dollars in our community. But then we also want you guys to be able to take advantage of these other opportunities. So there are two more outreaches that you guys are doing. So share that with us.
Absolutely. On this Saturday, there's an event with Greater Union Baptist Church. It's called Unity in the Community.
I like that.
The goal is to have a kid zone, to have a motorcycle and car show.
My thing right there. Yes.
We're providing free meals for all children. So they'll get a hot dog, they'll get chips, cookies, drink, that sort of thing.
Right.
But we'll have barbecue for adults, and it's only $15 a plate. And so you get 3 meats.
Now,
I
want to know. Tell me offline. Okay.
3 meat special, and then you get a side, drink, dessert for only $15.
That's good.
Now, what they're trying to do is to raise money to build a little playground area on the church property. So we're really excited to support that. But American Red Cross will be there. Phoenix District will be there. There are other churches that are going to be involved. Of course, Northside Neighbors will be there. But the address for the event is 955 East 36th Street North. And it's this Saturday from 12 to 5. But we just had a meeting with the pastor this morning. And it's a 95% chance of rain on Saturday.
I saw that.
So we've experienced this before. So, but they're still going to feed people. So if you want to come and get a barbecue meal for $15, you can still come if the event is canceled, and it will be free meals for children. So so the full event may not happen on Saturday, but we still will feed the public if they come. So if we have to push it back, then there will be an announcement.
So we did that with our back to school event. Yeah, we ended up having to push that back because of the rain.
Now, the one good thing about Oklahoma, whatever what to say early in the week, it'll change by the weekend. And that's one thing I know about Oklahoma is the weather is very, very unpredictable. It'll be sunny and hot all day. So either way it goes, show up to the event. Because it's going to be something there regardless. You're either going to do everything or you're going to get you something to eat. Nevertheless.
Okay, so that's that event. And then what's the next one?
Our third event. Now, we're back at the 36th Street North Event Center. This is on October 31st. And we're having a fall festival. And so this is for the family. So we want people to come and show up because everything is free. Admission is free. Food is free. We're going to have games for kids. A lot of games for kids, and everything is going to be inside. So you don't have to worry about the weather, but we want children to be safe. You know, so unfortunately, trick-or-treating is not safe like it was when we were kids. Right. So we don't want children to have to go door to door. So this is a safe event. There's plenty of parking, but we want to invite the community to come out and just enjoy from 6 to 9 p.m. October 31st at the 36th Street North Event Center.
Y'all ain't reconsidered doing those funnel cakes, have y'all? I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to talk them into it, y'all, but they ain't listening.
Right. Got your back. And you right about Halloween. There's a lot of more tricks than treats nowadays. I don't know. They got a lot of trickery going on nowadays, but I'm glad that's considered because sometimes people don't think about that till after the fact, and now we clean up a mess. So
hey, did y'all consider doing a costume contest?
Well,
I'm just throwing it out there.
Now, this year we probably won't, but this is the first time that we're actually doing the event.
To kind of see how it turns out.
Exactly. But we're going to have pizza. We're going to have popcorn. We're going to have cotton candy. We're going to have plenty of candy.
Yes.
And then a lot of games for kids to partake in. And so it's going to be completely decorating the event center and so that it's inviting. But we're not necessarily celebrating Halloween. We're celebrating fall. So it's a fall festival. On Halloween.
Yeah.
All right. One more thing before we let you go. Man, right now, we know if you watch TV out and about, man, a lot of people are struggling. Man, a lot of people are like dealing with depression and all kind of stuff right now because there's so much going on in the news. All these different things that are happening everywhere. I think what y'all giving today is a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
But we got people on, because this is Tulsa, but we got people on from all over the country, in other countries and all of that. So all I want to do is just leave, I guess, with, man, something from your heart, something that encourage them, because we are going to be all right. Yes. You know, because y'all doing things, so you know it's going to be all right. But for these people, local, national, international, before we let you go, just say something to encourage the people a little bit.
Well, I'll go ahead and start. You know, when I think about our people, you know, we have gone through a lot of trauma over hundreds of years. We've gone through slavery, we've gone through Jim Crow, we've gone through the civil rights movement. And our people obviously are resilient. And so we're going to stand, even though we're going through this tough time right now with the government shutdown and talking about SNAP benefits, you know, stopping on November 1st and all of that. But we have to keep the faith. We have to keep remembering, if our people made it 100 years ago when they were going through slavery, we can make it now.
Amen.
And so this is only a pause. You know, it's not a period at the end of the story. So I want to encourage people, don't give up. You know, find the resources that will help you. Find people that will motivate you. You know, come out, and if you need a job, come out on October 28th and get a job. Come out to our fall festival on October 21st and 31st, and get a meal. You know, come on Saturday and bring your kids for a free meal. So there are a lot of resources that are available for those who are in our community. So find those resources, take part. But this is not a time to give up. It's a time for us to press forward.
Exactly.
Just like that. Adrian, boy, I'm glad. I'd have been like, Reggie, don't let me go first. But anyway, you got to go next.
He made it easy. No, the biggest thing for me is that ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Right?
Man, right.
So often our pride gets in the way when really there's a solution that lies within. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Work together, not against each other, right? And so work together as organizations, as human beings, and understand that, you know, it's just a bad moment. It's not a bad day, right? We all have those tough moments in our day. Things don't go the way that they are, but like, look at it as a bad moment, and really lean on your faith. Honestly, lean on your faith, you know, if God can bring you to it, he'll bring you through it. Come on. And truthfully, this is just a moment in time.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm just going to do this before we let y'all go, man. Thank y'all so much, man. It's been very informative, great information, great energy as well. And I think what I'll say before we go back is to you men out there, like you said, you might have been a CEO. You might not be that right now. You might not be that executive. You might not be that right now. But like Adrian said, man, ask for help. Because the one thing about men is like, this is my wife. This is my kids. And we understand that. But we don't want you to be out there by yourself when you're struggling. Let's come together as men too to say we got to get to this together so we can be great leaders. So I'm just going to say that's what I'm feeling for some of the brothers. Hey, we here together as well. So if you need help, show up. It's a job fair. And it's good jobs. I almost got one. I was getting in line like, hold on. But anyway, I'm just saying.
You got stuff to do.
I got some. Damali said you get out that chair. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, they got a good job here about. Hey, please go ahead, Damali.
Hey, Teresa is saying, please post the events that she's driving. Teresa, we got you. We'll post all of these flyers so that you guys have the information and where you guys need to go to get additional information if you're looking for that.
Yep, and we'll take pictures and we'll post all this. We'll leave all the links and all of that fun stuff. Again, thanks so much for coming in. Here at KBOB, you can use Charles and Damali. We're going to take a break, y'all. Coming up next, Snap. He already said it, but we're going to snap on the snap and tell you what you can do right here on KBOB. 89.9 FM News You Can Use. We'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah. We have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.com. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the number one choice for upscale events, from weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
Hey.
KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development, Music Use, Charles and Damali, wedding fan.
Oh, God.
Give me one time. The brothers can't use the fan. We just...
Yeah. So that was a great segment to get you guys up to speed about the great things that are happening in community and how you can be a part of, if you know somebody who is in the struggle or just wants a better job and a better opportunity, then that job fair is going to be monumental.
Yes.
For our community. So we're super excited, and we'll be posting those flyers so that you guys can have all that information. Make sure that you're sharing. Make sure that when you see that those posts go up, just click share. It only takes a couple seconds. Click share and share it so that the reach will be wider. Because we love to have that thing packed out. Reggie said there were 220 people at the last job fair.
Yeah,
man, we need to double or triple that.
And here's the thing, y'all. It's a lot of good stuff going on. Like we said, that's why I told them we know it's kind of crazy out there right now with a lot that's going on with furloughs and layoffs. But at the end of the day, we got job fairs. You can get a job on the spot, and guess what? Right across the street, you got housing. You still got a few more apartments. And then, so you're getting a job on the spot, you're getting something to eat, you got some housing there, you got other resources there. So, Damali, I just love the love that's going on in the community. So, Mr. Adrian Bradley and Reggie Ivy, man, it was a breath of fresh air to have them brothers come in.
Exactly. So, what we're going to talk about now a little bit is these SNAP benefits. I know that you guys have been hearing, this government shutdown, it's been shut down since October 1st. It's been crazy. And at the end of the day, we just want to be able to bring you information that's going to help empower. So first of all, for some people, because there are some folks who are fortunate enough that they don't even have to worry about SNAP. They don't even know what it is. Right. So let me just tell you, SNAP is an acronym that stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Right.
Okay. So it's a federally funded program which provides food benefits to millions of Americans.
Right.
It has been federally funded historically, and it's administered via the United States Department of Agriculture, or the USDA. Because of the federal government shutdown that began on October 1st, funding for SNAP is in jeopardy. And so we want you guys to realize and understand, don't just be out here in a fog thinking, life is going on as normal, because there may be some interruptions. So we want to prepare you for the interruption and let you know that there are other things that you can do. The number one thing that we want folks to understand is that this shutdown is not an end all.
Right.
There are folks in the community. We are talking and having conversations, so folks who know World One Development, Ed Direct, and the 36th Street North Event Center, that, we are always looking for a solution. We're always looking for a partnership that we can be able to help community. So we've already had folks reach out to us because they know that that's what's going to be on the forefront of our brain is what can we do as community to be able to help those folks in need.
Right. So, and we're not just talking to people locally. We're talking to people nationally and internationally, even though internationally don't go there, but food is always scarce.
Food security or insecurity is always an issue. So there are conversations being had about what we can do to try to help in this time of need. As like when COVID hit, we were instrumental in making sure that we had food distributions. We did 27 of them before the food boxes came out. So we're going to figure out something and how we can come together to be able to help our community. But in the interim, if you have money on your SNAP card, right in your SNAP account, you need to use that by October 31st.
Right.
Because we don't know what's going to happen, on November 1st. The thought is that those funds are not going to be available on November 1st. So whatever you have, you need to make sure that you're using, because those funds, they may pull all of that, and none of it is going to be available.
Right. And I think what people have to consider, last week we focused on what was going on with the different cuts.
Right.
And a lot of those things that was going on.
Local, national, and federal level.
Yeah, all those cuts that were going on. So now SNAP. So, it's a, you kind of see what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's kind of helping people along the way when we all need help at some time, they just anything with housing cut. Now the things with food cut, then people jobs cut. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to keep your head out of the sand, because like you say, there are people putting things in order so we can get through these troubling times. But SNAP, Damali, my issue is, man, a lot of people has depended on that for so long.
Yes.
And when you get into people's household, they don't have time to make adjustments. So people will kind of panic, Damali, when it comes to that. So I'm glad you said, number one, if you have some on your card, go grocery shopping at Oasis Fresh Market. If you're in North Tulsa today, go ahead and spend that. Because then if we have to make adjustments for a few weeks or a few months, we're going to do what we got to do here in Tulsa. We're going to work with people in other states, and we're going to do what we need to do for just all people. Our people, because a lot of times that hits our community more. But it don't matter if you're black, white, green, or yellow. If you need help, then we will be here to do that.
Absolutely. So let me tell you why this matters and why we need to be making sure that we are electing, because it goes back to electing officials who are concerned about community versus being able to get those jobs, to get contracts and personal contracts for their own personal gain, right? So why this matters is because SNAP supports tens of millions of Americans, roughly 40 to 42 million people.
Man.
Actually receive SNAP benefits. So any interruption or reduction in benefits can have real impacts such as food security, local economies, small business, and low income areas. It's going to affect all of those areas. So what you want to be doing, and I'll say this, we received a message from the Oklahoma State. So if you're in Oklahoma, we received this message. Due to the federal government shutdown, SNAP benefits will be suspended beginning November 1st, 2025. We want to make you aware of an important information about your SNAP benefits. Due to the federal government shutdown, U.S. Department of Agriculture, which is the USDA, notified Oklahoma Human Services, which that's OKDHS, that federal funding for SNAP will be suspended beginning November 1st. So unless the shutdown is resolved, nobody will be receiving benefits on the 1st.
And how many people
came from Oklahoma?
How many people get that, like nationwide? How many millions?
40 to 42 million.
So that lets you know. And so Damali, because we're going right back to the details and giving you guys some tips. But how does it make you feel? We on the radio, we get to share this information, but you got a government that say, we got 40 some million out here needs this, but we just gonna cut that. It's like, it's not even, don't have the compassion. It's not, you're not even thinking about how much it's going to impact people's lives, because it's going to be a trickle down.
Right.
Because when you don't have food, because when you don't eat, you get angry.
I sure do.
You're getting angry right now.
I'm like that commercial, like, give me a Snicker.
Because I'm not myself. So you talking about food. We just trying to lighten the mood a little bit, because it's definitely a serious situation. But now you're going to have to look and see what your state and your city. That's why if you in any other state, you need to start reaching out to see what it is that your particular state, because these cuts is coming from the government. So you got to now reach out to whoever your state officials are, your state senators, your state representatives, no matter where you live, to figure out, you need to call them. You need to go check something to see what's going on, then see what's going on in your city with your mayor's office, your city councilors, and the like.
Yeah. So and so that's what we want to let you guys know what you should be doing.
Right.
So number one is check your benefit date. Make sure you know when your EBT benefits or SNAP benefits are deposited.
Right.
In Oklahoma, they're based on your case number.
Right.
So that's how you get your deposits. Be prepared that, well, in Oklahoma, it's already been put out there by the Department of Human Services that we're suspended. So be prepared for that, right? And then be aware of upcoming item restrictions. So there's going to be some changes even to the program, even once it does come back online. So what they're saying is starting January 1, 2026 in Oklahoma, you won't be able to use SNAP to buy soda or candy. So if you're relying on SNAP and purchase those items, you'll need to adjust your grocery shopping to, delete those items. Also, to keep your eligibility information up to date. If you have changes in income, household size, or any other circumstances, make sure that you report them per the rules to stay eligible.
So do you have these broken down into 1, 2, 3, or you just kind of reading them all at one time? You said number one. Well, go to number one, do this.
So number one was check your benefits date.
Cool. So first, number one, check your benefits date. Because why is that important?
Because you want to make sure that you know when you're supposed to be receiving your benefits. So some people get it on the 1st, some get it on the 15th, some on the 20th, but in Oklahoma, it's based on your case number.
Okay.
So know when you're supposed to receive your benefits, even if you don't receive them.
Right.
Then number two, plan for possible November disruption, where in Oklahoma, we already know that we are suspended as of November 1st. So in Oklahoma, that is a given. But if you're listening from another state, then you need to check and be prepared for possible disruption.
So that means in Oklahoma, November 1st, it'll be suspended, but it sounded like Oklahoma will come back online January 2026, but with these different rules. Like you can't get soda, you can't get candy.
Right. So what is going to be dependent on is whether or not the government is open again.
It got to be open before.
So once it's open again, then everything will go as planned, or as it's been going. But then as of January 1, then they're going to have some new restrictions that are going to come into play.
All right, number 3.
And then number 3, be aware of upcoming restrictions, which is what we're talking about starting January 1. You can't purchase soda or candy. And then number 4, keep eligibility information up to date. So make sure that you are providing all of the information that required, because some state policies show how closures and decreases happen when information isn't submitted timely. So you need to make sure that you know when your date is for you to recertify, so that you get that information in timely, so that you don't have any disruption in your benefits.
All right. So what we'll do, so now you got the 3 things that you must do. So that's just the business. Now on the other side, my recommendation to you, things you should be doing personally, is you do have food banks. You do have food pantries in your area. Don't wait till the last minute, then everything is gone and all of that stuff. So I would advise people, Damali, to now, no matter where you live, right now, go figure out where those pantries are. Go figure out where those places are, and maybe start going now. Getting some things in the Harper, so you don't have to wait till you completely out and your kids don't have any food to be so reactive to what's going on. Try to be as proactive as you can.
And the other thing too is things like the job fair that Reggie and them were just talking about. Show up, because that is an opportunity for you to be able to maybe pick up some work.
Right.
And be able to get a living wage job versus, a minimum wage job that'll be able to, provide you with income so that you can be able to go to the store and maybe not even need the SNAP benefits.
Yeah, because SNAP is income.
It's income driven.
It's income driven. So, hey, show up, pull up at these events that we mentioned today. You got people that's going to love on you, that's going to be there with you. If you in Tulsa, of course. And then if you want to come from outside of Tulsa, sometimes you got to move around. You got to transfer sometime a little bit. But we do what you need to do for your family. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to jump into our Hump Day Hot Topics. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not even going to mention what they are, because they are as hot as it can get. Good job on that snap. We'll be right back to KBOB 89.9 FM News you can use. Uncle Brian going off. I'm going to give you his messages on the live. Next on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the number one choice for upscale events, from weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the all-new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's Hump Day!
Hey, Mike. It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Mike.
And we are back. What a loaded show today, Damali. How you feeling?
Yes, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good?
Feeling good. Yeah.
All right, let's get into this hot Hump Day hot topic.
So those of you who are in Oklahoma or are in Tulsa, you know that we have our first Black mayor.
Right.
And one of the platforms that he ran on was ending homelessness by 2030.
Right.
So he has been actively working on that. And despite, our governor coming in and doing some things, to disrupt what we have going on, our mayor is staying steadfast at what he, his plan to end homelessness in 2030. So one of those visions came to fruition over the weekend. The city of Tulsa and Tulsa County reached an agreement for the city to purchase the former Tulsa County Juvenile Detention Center building. It used to be, is going to be used as a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operating low barrier shelter, making a major milestone in Tulsa's decisive and coordinated efforts to address homelessness. The mayor said he has committed to work with partners to make homelessness, as we know, a thing of the past. Ultimately, the shelter is going to serve as a real solution to decrease street homelessness and encampments by expanding the number of beds available in Tulsa to help more people off the streets. The city is going to purchase that facility for $500,000.
Right.
And it's going to, operate 24 hours a day. So shout out to you, Mayor, for staying steadfast and making sure that we continue to do the mission at hand.
Right. And shout out to Uncle Brian. Uncle Brian said, I'm not going off. I'm just speaking the truth. And they can't handle the truth. And if you can't handle the truth, then come see me. No, he didn't say come see me. He said, no, Uncle Brian, we love you. We appreciate you. He also said he wish he could still work. But the ticket is, Uncle Brian, you put your time in, man. And that's why the next generations have to chime in after that. You got to pass that baton. So Uncle Brian, just keep that baton. We'll try to give you somebody you can pass it to, because we appreciate everybody that's already put in that time, Damali.
Yes,
and that's
absolutely.
the beauty of community. We look out for each other. But shout out to our mayor, because this is the first time something like this has ever happened in Tulsa.
Right.
And people are always trying to talk about what they're going to do. But it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to be about it.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you guys a feel-good story.
Yeah, I need to feel good.
Yes. So I'm going to introduce you guys to the Stevenson triplets.
The Stevenson triplets.
Yes, they are 3 Black women, all graduating with nursing degrees. Jean, Jeanette, and Janice, who all made history by graduating with nursing degrees from South University. Each one of them is pursuing a different nursing path, but they all share the dream of working together someday. They are a powerful definition of Black excellence and demonstrating what happens when family dreams become reality. reality. You guys can go to our social media page at World One Development. You'll be able to see there are some beautiful young ladies as well. But I am so proud of them, and I thought that was amazing. That all three of them graduating in nursing. Doing 3 different things in nursing, but still graduating from nursing as well. So congratulations to you ladies. That is awesome.
And
awesome
they like frontline soldiers.
Yes.
First responders. So they're doing something, but they also went into a field that they can impact people's lives every day. So shout out and kudos not just to them. Some triplets. Now somebody had to feed them, Damali. Somebody had to feed them. So shout out to mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, the village, siblings, whoever looked out for them because they're now looking out for us.
Absolutely.
That's a great story right there.
Okay. We're ready for the Black History Trivia question.
We are ready for the Black History Trivia
question. So I only got 3 people that answer the question. Y'all come on now. Y'all is tripping.
It seemed like it was trickery in the question. Read it one more time. You might get a couple more people chime in. Come on.
Okay, so here we go. Black History Trivia. What state recently made history with 2 African-American women leading its largest school district? Was it A, Georgia, B, South Carolina, C, Oklahoma, or D, Tennessee? Now, Charles said C because he thought about the ACT.
Yeah, because I didn't know. If I don't know, I'll just say I don't know, but I'll go for a good guess on you now.
Yeah. Uncle Brian went C with you.
Uncle Brian? Okay, now I'm feeling better about my answer.
Yeah.
There you go, Uncle Brian.
AJ said D.
Right.
And ain't nobody else said nothing. I think they all got scared.
So yeah,
y'all
see
playing.
AJ said Uncle Brian did say C. AJ said D. Now all these people on about 3,000
all these people is on the line.
Well, I want to win the prize. Can I?
Okay, so You're the Light Academy said C. Laura Roberts said C.
Okay,
come on.
Laura. Hey,
Who else got an answer?
Laura.
Yeah.
Miss you. What's going on? Light Academy said C.
Yes. Okay. Well, Teresa said C.
Teresa said C. I'm feeling better and better because I did say it first.
You did say it first.
Because normally I'll copycat off somebody quick. Because I'd have said C when I seen 2 C's come up. I'd have jumped on that bandwagon so fast. What we got?
Okay. Well, if you said C, you would be absolutely correct. Oklahoma made history. Both of the largest school districts are now led by Black women.
Wow.
Oklahoma City Public Schools welcomes Jamie Polk as its new superintendent, joining Ebony Johnson, who leads Tulsa Public Schools. For the first time ever, both of Oklahoma's largest school districts are led by Black women. Polk and Johnson aim to enhance educational opportunities and representation for all students, ensuring every child sees leadership that reflects their potential. They are powerful definitions of Black excellence and shattering glass ceilings in educational leadership.
Here's my question, Damali. Because we got to put perspective on it. Because we got to put a date down somewhere because guess what? Oklahoma is ranked 50th.
Yes.
5-0.
Bottom of the
we
barrel.
are at the absolute bottom of the barrel in education. And normally
that has not been so.
No, like 15 years ago, it was like number 17. But now, at the end of the day, I'm glad you did this, but it's some sisters got to try to lead us up out of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now we going to keep track of the progress, but not just that. Let's not just celebrate them today. Let's support.
Yes.
Black, white, green, or yellow.
Yeah.
It's just their time, and it's just something that hopefully it'll be a day when we don't have to always say that the first time, but that's just where we are right now. But this is a big job, Damali. This is not just job. It's not easy. So Dr. Ebony Johnson and
Polk.
Miss Polk, let's support them.
Yes.
Let's
Jamie Polk.
Let's support them. Not just let them get the job and say, y'all go do y'all thing. No, let's Oklahoma, y'all.
Yes.
Let's get behind these sisters because we got to do better. Because we can't do no worse. Okay. So
Laura said she just read about this.
Read about it. That's what's up, Damali. That's a good little trivia right there. You came up with you trickery today. Yeah. That's a Halloween trick or treat. You tricking right now. No, I ain't gonna say that. Tricking mean too much stuff. Okay. So you doing something.
All right. So this week's Black History Trivia question is sponsored by Black History Saturdays, and the banned book of the week is To Kill a Mockingbird by Pulitzer Prize winning author Harper Lee. To Kill a Mockingbird is a 1961 novel a 1961 novel by Harper Lee. It's set in a small town in Alabama. The novel is a coming-of-age story and chronicles the childhood of Scott and Jim Finch as their father, Atticus, defends a Black man falsely accused of rape. Scott and Jim are mocked by classmates because of their father. So you guys go check this book out.
You see that Harper Lee on there, Harper?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I got something. I gotta read that. I gotta get that. Appreciate that. That's good, Damali. Damali, it's been a great show today.
It has been a great show.
I've had fun today. Had fun with Reggie, Adrian, and man, Steven been hitting grand slams. Memphis must have done something to him. Memphis done something to Steve Keys, because Stephen Keys is on his ones and twos today, and we appreciate him.
Yes.
Appreciate Uncle Bobby. Shout out to Tiller. Damali will be back in here. It's been a great show today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It has been a great show. Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure that everybody is informed, because we want our community to be all right.
All right. Well, our producer's going to give us a little music, and we're going to get through these upcoming events, and we're going to get out of y'all way.
Yes.
So get your pen and pad out, listen to the little jam, and we got the upcoming events and things that you need to know that are going on in our city.
All right. So upcoming events. Don't forget that Soul of Sunday happens every single Sunday with Corey D from 1 o'clock p.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. on nycu.fm, or you can go to Facebook at nycu.fm or Corey D. Taylor. Unity in the Community. We heard about that. It's October 25th from 12 to 5 at 955 East 36th Street North in their back parking lot. There's going to be car and motorcycle show, a food zone, live music, and a blood drive. However, if it rains, they're going to give out free food anyway.
Either way it go, you need to pull up. Damali says she's going to get on her bike. She's going to grab her helmet out. She's coming out of retirement just for this event. She's coming in on a wheelie. Somebody get the video. Somebody go live. You better not fall off that motorcycle. You better
not in the rain.
And have your hair. Yeah. So if it's raining, then come in the car.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Theater North has the play Othello playing this weekend. It's the last weekend, October 25th and 26th at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater. For tickets, go to tulsapac.com or call 918-596-7111. And our buddy David Harris, he's starring as Othello.
Shout out to David, man.
Yes.
We pulling up. We're going to be there. We probably going to make the finale?
Yeah, maybe Sunday. Yeah.
We're going to be there. We're going to be there.
Yes.
Othello.
All right. So the mayor's homelessness and housing community conversation is going to take place on October 27th at the Herman and Kate Kaiser YMCA from 5:30 p.m. until 7 o'clock p.m. If you care about homelessness and housing, this is the place that you need to be on October 27th. So make sure you show up. The mayor wants to see you.
Right.
All right. And shout out to the mayor, by the way. The mayor hung out with my mama at her 60th class reunion.
He be everywhere.
So shout out to you, Mayor. I appreciate that. Yeah, my mama sent me a picture.
Much love.
Yes. All right. Don't forget the job fair is happening October 28th from 11 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Bring your resume and come dressed for success. They are doing job interviews on the spot, so you could get a job as soon as you walk out the door.
Just like that. My cousin asked me, Charles, great novel. Charles, have you read the novel? Yes, I have, cousin. But I'm going to read it again since Damali brought it to the show today.
Yes, absolutely. All right. And let's see, what's next? The Mayor's Neighborhood Conditions and Vitality Community Conversation is going to take place at North Tulsa Dream Center on October 30th from 5:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. So if you are interested in neighborhood conditions and vitality, then make sure that you attend that community conversation.
I'm interested in all these conversations.
I know, they're really good. Yeah, really good conversations. Okay, the North Tulsa Fall Carnival is going to happen October 31st from 6 o'clock p.m. until 9 o'clock p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center located at 1125 East 36th Street North. There's going to be carnival games, live music, prizes, pizza, and delicious fall treats.
What a good time.
So there's going to be a lot of candies, what Reggie said, right?
A whole lot of candy.
Whole lot of candy. So it's free admission, sponsored by Northside Neighbors. For more information, call 918-644-5259 or go to connect at northsideneighborstulsa.org.
Come eat all the candy that you want, then book your dental appointment for November 15th. Eating all that candy and chew all your, everything that came out, all your feelings getting loose. No, I ain't even start, but hey, eat up, y'all.
Yes. All right. The Expungement Expo is happening November 1st from 10 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. You can go to Tulsa's Expungement Expo on Facebook for updates. You can also go to World One Development and the 36th Street North Event Center Facebook pages. We'll have information there, and there'll also be the link that you can click so that you can go ahead and pre-register in advance. So just go there, get the information, and then make sure you show up. You have your face in the place on November the 1st.
Let me tell you this now. You can just show up, but you might be in line for about an hour. If you go fill out that link, it's like the express line, and it's really like that. That line will be much shorter, because they got most of your little initial information. You can get on down through there. So my advice to you is go ahead, because I know what y'all do. Y'all gonna see me and say, Charles, I'm your boy. Hey, you know I'm your home girl. I'm gonna let you in.
No, you're not,
but
I
can't speed you through the line. You got to go click that link. Take care of it. It'll take a couple minutes.
And make sure that you are looking at your whatever it is that you are trying to get expunged, because we can only do Tulsa County.
Tulsa County.
No other county, just Tulsa County. Now, we can't give you information about what you need to do to get those cleared up in other counties, but we're not going to be able to expunge anything in those counties.
Tulsa County only.
Right. Okay. Don't forget that daylight saving time is going to fall back on Sunday, November the 2nd. So you've been warned.
You going to get an extra hour of sleep before you have to go to church. So nobody should be late.
People go to sleep and just keep on sleeping.
Yeah, I'll be the first one late to church, but I am motivated to get to church on time. This daylight saving me an hour, I'm getting to church on time. Watch.
Okay, we going to see.
Ask the pastor, y'all. If not, I'm getting to the altar.
All right. The State of the City is going to be happening November the 12th at 7:00 p.m. at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Chapman Music Hall. It is open to the public. So again, that's November the 12th at 7:00 p.m. Let's go talk to the mayor and see what he's got going on.
I'll be there.
What our city is going up to. And then the Black Wall Street Rally dates for 2026 have been set. May 14 through 16, 2026 is when the rally is going to take place. So you got to go ahead and get your tickets and go ahead and get your hotel reservations, because it gets hard on the boulevard.
You're going to be in Tulsa, but your hotel will be in Oklahoma City. So just go ahead. Me and Damali going to be hosting. So we're going to be working out. We're going to be on the treadmill, drinking water and Gatorade, trying to get prepared. But hey, we had over 30,000 last year, spent like $2-3 million. We're going to do it again. We didn't have no issue. So I can't wait for it. Damali got some birthdays?
Absolutely. So birthdays, October 23rd, which would be tomorrow, Marcus Harper with Sugar Bears. It's going to be his birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
I need him to make me some brisket.
Yeah.
For his birthday.
For his birthday, for us.
Okay, and October 27th, Dr. Tamika Rogers, Valerie Harding, and Ty Mason all have birthdays.
Happy birthday, y'all.
You know, that's like divas. That's diva central
that's
right
a lineup right there.
Ain't it?
Happy birthday, y'all.
And then October 28th, our very own Jay Friday has a birthday.
Happy birthday, Jay, the man, the myth, the legend, the performer of the year 2025.
Yes, he did that.
Happy birthday, brother.
Absolutely. All right, so don't forget, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That is on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can hit us up at the 36th Street North Event Center, World One Development, Edgerec Youth and Family Fund Center, Fitting Back in Prison Reentry, or World One Development, and NYCU.FM.
Just like that. Great show, Damali. I hate to leave, but I know we got to go. Stephen Key, he did his thing today.
Yes.
I always shout out our producer, a young man doing big things in the city. You ain't linked up with him. Make sure you do that.
Yes.
Go see Reggie. Go see Adrian. Urban Strategies, Northside Neighbors. They doing big things. Y'all heard the information. Click, share, steal. If you didn't hear me say that. Uncle Brian said great show, but we got to go.
Brian.
Look at that. Uncle Brian said great show, but we got to go. You see how
You're
right?
right.
You see that right? Advertising, hosting, marketing, promos, community engagement, or to appear live on our show, please go to nycu.fm to complete that form, and one of us will reach out to you. Go to nyc.fm, scroll to the bottom, and subscribe to our show so that you can get all the breaking news first. This has been News You Can Use. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
And we are live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., so make sure you tune in.